All right, the player that I'm most excited to watch, AJ Dybantsa. I know you're a DP guy, Darryn Peterson guy. AJ to me is still the premier talent.
After all that explaining I just did, you go ahead, man.
Yeah, man, that was your opinion. I let you rock.
You echoed a lot of my opinion, right?
I agree, but for me, AJ has, just the elite positional size. He has the physical tools. I think that the difference between AJ and Darryn right now was AJ had been that guy since his freshman year. So he was kind of like he was the guy, right? And I think Darren's mindset is, I'm trying to be that guy. And so for Darryn, I feel like he had a little bit more of a chip on his shoulder. I think AJ, his senior year was full of, it was a circus in a sense. You know what I mean? Like
he chose that circus though.
No, definitely. And I'm sure he benefited financially for it. But I think that he had more, I just think there was more stuff surrounding him that he won't have in college. I think when he goes to college, when he's already started, but I think it's a lot of that stuff is going to be eliminated. It's going to be straight basketball, which Darryn is the same thing. But I'm going with AJ for me as the number one pick in 2026. I love the positional size, 6'8", phenomenal athlete, an easy athlete. You talk about a guy that can get buckets. AJ can get buckets. I love the fact that he's got the hezzy pull-up. Maybe he relies on a little bit too much, but he's got the hezzy pull-up. He's got the low post game. He can bang in the post. He's already got the Carmelo mid-post shoulder bump pull-up. I think he's a better shooter than people give him credit for. Now, yes, if you watch the FIBA U19s, he struggled. I think he was like 1 of 18 from 3. And he looked like he really struggled, even though he won MVP, which is, totally debatable.
Is it?
He won it. So
no, that's a debate, man.
He did win it, so that there is a debate whether or not he should have won or not. But yeah, he really struggled with his shooting there. But I just love what he brings to the table. I think he has all the physical tools to be a elite NBA defender. With his size, the athleticism, the offensive skill set is incredible. He's got an offensive bag, is what they say, but just it's an arsenal. Pull up jumpers, check. Get to the rim. I think he shot like 74% at the rim in high school, which, again, it's high school.
I got him at 62% at the rim in high school.
62? Yeah. I got him at like 74%. I think he has the potential as a 3-level scorer, similar to Darryn, even though like high school statistics, and high school statistics, I don't know how accurate they are, but statistically he was a better 3-point shooter than Darryn. I just love the skill set. He has a unique blend of like size, athleticism, strength, coordination, and shot making. I'm a big AJ guy. And I think he's also a better passer than he's given credit for. I think he's a sneaky good passer. Well, you bite your lip over there.
I think he can be a good passer. And we're going to have plenty of AJ versus Darryn debates. But I think Darryn is an advanced passer in comparison to AJ right now.
I think Darryn is more drive and kick vision. But I think I've seen AJ make some high level reads. But he prefers to score first.
Of course, both of them do. But we're just comparing numbers in high school, whatever. But AJ's like a 1-to-1 assist to turnover ratio guy. That's part of playmaking. Where Darryn was, I believe, at like almost 1.8 to 1, almost 2 to 1. 2 to 1 in high school, but that kind of usage is special. I like AJ Dybantsa's transition game. I think that
he's elite in the open floor.
In the open floor, I think that is I think that is my favorite thing about him. The hezzy pull up, great, kind of spams it, but like he's talented. I know there's kind of like the word on the Twitter street is that people are bored with AJ Dybantsa's greatness. I'm not those people. Like I try to evaluate things just fairly. He's extremely talented. He's probably gonna be like 6'9", maybe 6'10". Be able to play the 3 or the 4. Speaking of him potentially playing some 4, like at the McDonald's All-American game, they were using him as a screener. And for you to tell, for a coaching staff to tell the number one player, number two player, whatever it is, who's been that for so long, hey man, I need you to go set some screens to get open. And for that same 18-year-old kid to buy into that like bodes well for him, at least for me, because that means that he's a malleable player, meaning that, you know what, he'll adjust his role. So I like that about him. Again, he, super effective. I believe he was at 25 and 10 the game at Utah Prep. But I just feel like Darryn is better than him. But again, it's early in a sense. But again, if we're talking about a team drafting 1, 2, 3, possibly even 4, you should be able to get a franchise level player.
Yeah. Athlete.ai is the story of the athlete. And every athlete deserves to have the story told. Under the lights and in the spotlight. This is your moment, your room. Download, capture, create, share. Athlete.ai. Your name is trending.
I'm still going with AJ, just because, like you said, he can play the 4.
Yeah, that's a big difference. You can use him
as you put him as a 4-man, and you got a point guard that can hit him on the pocket pass. If he gets to his launching pad, it's a poster. Then transition is, I think he's phenomenal in the open court. Yes. I had put in my notes that he might be the most dangerous man in college basketball when he gets a rebound. If he gets a rebound, if it's a long rebound, it's almost Giannis-like, the fact that he can get to the rim and a dribble. I saw a play where he got the rebound. I think he took 1 dribble. It's like 1.5 dribbles, and he got to the rim. And he only had 1 dribble after half court, and he Euro stepped to finish right at the rim. So I think he's going to be elite in the open floor. I think that, the situation with BYU, he's going to play in a pro-style offense. He's going to have a lob threat. He's going to have a good point guard in Robert Wright to get him the ball. I think AJ's going to win Player of the Year. I think he's going to win Player of the Year. It's going to be crazy because AJ and Darryn are in the same conference. And I'm looking at the camera right now. Please release the conference schedules right now, man. There are people who want to build, I don't want to say vacations, but want to build trips around some of these games.
Let's go to Lawrence.
Yeah.
Who said that before, man? I get it, but we'll be there. But
yeah, so I've been fishing around, talking to like different coaches, and the prediction is that the BYU Kansas game will be in Lawrence. But all right, if I got the location, I still want to know the dates and so on. So I know it's about 90 days to college basketball starts, but please release the conference schedule so we can know about these marquee matchups. But anyway, I do think that AJ is going to be Player of the Year. I think that you're going to see his game go up to another level. I do really believe that he was kind of bored in high school. We're talking about a guy, if I'm not mistaken, he led the EYBL in scoring as a freshman. He's been talked about for the last 4 years. Darryn Peterson, I think, because he wasn't as talked about, I think that there's an extra motivation of trying to get to the top. And I think sometimes when you're at the top, they say it can be a little bit lonely. And I do think that was the case with AJ. He was still great. And I talked to a coach that was at the Team USA practices in Colorado Springs. And he said, man, what we saw out of him in high school and what I saw at the trials, he said it was totally different. And he said, this is a college coach, Power 5, Power 4, I guess it is Power 5 in basketball. He said, I would have taken him number 1 in the 2025 NBA draft. So he would have taken him over Cooper Flagg.
That's fair. For all the he was bored talk, and again, this isn't like a knock on. He had a great season, but like I got to see him in person in San Francisco, and it was in Oakland. Same thing. Not really. Don't come after me, Bay Area hyphy people. But at the All-Star game, I saw him there, and it was like they played against Dynamic Prep. Shout out to Jermaine O'Neal. We probably should get a college coaching job, whatever he wants, because like he's a really good coach. But like they had an answer for him. They locked him up. And again, that's one game. You can't necessarily evaluate that on a player on one game, but like he just didn't like affect the game. And maybe it was all the
Think
press.
about it though. How much did he have going on? That game was All-Star Weekend because of AJ. I'm sure he had Nike press tours. I think he had a whole lot going on outside of just playing basketball.
I understand that, Rob.
As a teenager, not a pro, but he really was like a professional.
But that comes with the territory. That comes with the territory. You know, it comes with the territory. When you sign up for this, when you sign that NIL deal with Nike at 16 years old, like, again, I don't expect a kid to fully understand it, but like it just comes with the territory. And whether or not you're bored or whatever, he just didn't look interested in that game. And again, this is a big opportunity. It's a big, platform. Like, I just would have liked to have seen more. But
every game for him all year long was that. I mean, I feel like they played a game in like August or September last year. Like, school barely even started, and they had a big showcase game against Cameron Boozer, who we're going to talk about next. I just feel like all season long, it was just.
But guess what, though? It's only going to intensify as we keep going.
But
you know
as
what I'm
you're
saying?
older, you're more prepared for it.
I mean,
he's going to be definitely prepared for it more than others. But I just feel like there was a lot going on around him. Not necessarily a bad thing. I just feel like it was just every game was like a show.
Every game at BYU is going to be a show. Here's the thing. If we're saying
not if they play Pacific, ain't nobody care about BYU.
If he doesn't play well against Pacific, we're definitely going to care. Not to say that he won't.
Because that's going to draw. That's going to be
exactly
chatter for people.
But here's
the
thing.
About.
This is my thing. To wrap it up about AJ, when Cooper Flag came here, they played at SMU. Every Dallas rapper with a big chain on was at SMU courtside. Everybody was there. The former president was there. Huge event. So when you're that guy in college basketball, and if we feel like AJ has a bigger name than Cooper Flag or even on that same level, like every game is going to be like all eyes on you.
The difference is when Cooper came here to Dallas, he wasn't doing Nike press runs. He had to play basketball. That was it. When AJ was playing in San Francisco, in pretty much every stop he made this year, he was literally doing press runs and promoting Red Bull and all that stuff. So I think a lot of that's going to be cut out once he gets to BYU because they're not going to allow him to be doing that.
That's fair, but if that
sneaker signing events,
man, if that NIL number is real, man, I need you to sign these babies, sell these cars.